Alright, welcome to Tribulation, day 62. 2 months of tribulation. I'm still here, the world's still here, and we all continue to spiral downwards. You know, I got some good news, but the bad news is things are going to probably get a hell of a lot worse. And real quick, and I don't think there's anything we can do about it. You know, the good news, you know, what's amazing about humans is that even in the midst of extreme tribulation, we can actually find moments of happiness, things to celebrate. So, in light of that, one of the silver linings is the women's U.S. Soccer team going up against the Japanese soccer team. You know, it really almost doesn't matter who wins. I'm definitely rooting on United States, you know, go USA. But, you know, if Japan wins, it'll be kind of cool too, because after all the crap that they've been through in this tribulation with the earthquake and the ongoing nuclear meltdown crisis, you know, them winning would, you know, help bring some positivity to the people over in Japan. So tomorrow it's just going to be an awesome game to watch. You know, the other little glimmer of hope is that the NFL may get its act together and an agreement may be made between the players and the owners, because if we don't have football, man, there's no hope at all. But the good news is they're at least saying there might be an agreement. And speaking, of course, of no agreement, we have the ongoing debacle in Washington with our leader, our president, Barack Obama. And you know what? He has become Jimmy Carter too, only worse. You know, Jimmy Carter was the master of psychobabble, getting up there and just talking into the camera for long lengths of time, saying absolutely nothing. And you know what? Obama has topped him. You know, so forget about comparing Obama to Ronald Reagan. No, not even close. Obama is Jimmy Carter. And, you know, he did a press conference the other day, and it was just complete, you know, babble. You know, Obama, he'll say exact opposites of things in the same breath. You know, he'll say, you know, we need to cut money, but we got to invest. You know, stuff like that, you know. How stupid does he think we are? He thinks we're really stupid. And of course, the Republicans, what they keep crying out for is leadership and vision. And you know what? Obama, whatever his vision is of America, you know, basically taxing us to death and spending us into oblivion, you know, I don't know where that's leading. So I don't expect anything to come of this other than, you know, whatever, you know, everybody's predicting Armageddon. Well, you know what? It's within a, you know, 30-day window. And, you know, this weekend, just to get us prepped for Armageddon or anything with Geddon, we got Carmageddon going down in LA with the 405 being shut down. So we'll see what arises out of that, whether people handle it or whether everybody gets upset because there's just too many people on the planet. But getting back to the debt ceiling and our president, you know, he has no vision. And, you know, vision is an interesting thing because that's how a lot of things happen in the world, is people have a vision. You know, Martin Luther King had a vision. You know, people have had visions all, you know, throughout history. You know, Alexander the Great had a vision. Hitler probably had a vision. Napoleon had a vision. You know, Edgar Casey, you know, he's a guy that made a lot of prophetic statements, had a vision. Nostradamus had visions. And of course, you know, most of us that are caught up in this tribulation stuff, you know, if you read the book of Revelations, that is nothing but a vision that the Apostle Paul had, you know, about the end times. And a friend of mine sent me a link and kind of turned me on to a vision called George Washington's vision. And supposedly this is a vision that he had while he was the commander-in-chief during the Revolutionary War at Valley Forge. Anyway, I've posted a link to the vision on the website, on the blog, the Tribulation blog, so you can check it out. But if you just do a search, George Washington's vision, you'll probably pull it up. But it's amazing. I had never heard of it. So, and the authenticity, just whether you want to believe in the vision, because it was actually a secondhand account by a guy by the name of Anthony Sherman, but they've kind of proved that he did serve in the Continental Army around the time of George Washington. But let's get back to the vision. In a nutshell, basically, it was a divine vision with, angels in it. But what was shown to George Washington was that America was going to have to fight 3 wars on its own soil. And the first of those wars was, of course, the Revolutionary War. And in the vision, the dark cloud kind of came out of Europe. And then the second tribulation or war was the Civil War. And in the vision, there is a dark ghost, a specter that comes out of Africa that envelops America in war and fighting. And then the third tribulation or civil war is something that has not yet happened, if this vision is true. But in the vision, it portrays it as basically another racial, political, religious war with dark clouds coming out of Africa, Europe, and Asia, and with red lightning, which I think kind of ties into some kind of socialistic, communistic, political aspect. But it basically is the whole world, and the battle is in America, and it seems to be directed at white people. So the vision is definitely, has a racial aspect to it. And in the third Civil War, basically the white people are getting their asses kicked, but then divine intervention happens, and an angel, a white angel, kind of comes down. Oh, and I forgot to mention, after the Civil War, the white angel comes down with a banner, the Stars and Stripes, and says, "Blessed be this union." So after the third Civil War, the same white angel basically plants a banner in the vision that is described as blue, sky blue, which would be the colors of the UN. They wear those light blue helmets, but once again, even though it's seems like a racial, political, religious type aspect to the Civil War, through all 3 tribulations, America and the union of human beings triumphs in the end. That through the horrible conflict, what champions the day is us all getting along. So, it isn't about, are the rights, is the white spirit right? Is the dark spirits right? It's like, no, what it's all boiling down to is that those are the driving forces of conflict. And you know what? They seem really prevalent right now. So that's kind of what I'm worried about. When you got the president, doing class warfare and fear-mongering, and other people are doing it too. But that pits us all against each other, so you could see something like this third vision happening. So, I think that, we're not talking years away. We're talking in the next 30 days, even in the next year and a half, the pressures of us to get along are going to increase dramatically, especially, if you use, it's a code word, but shared sacrifice. Well, sacrifice, somebody's not happy, So, that's my message for today is, what is the vision for America? What's our future? What's ahead of us? I'm going to think positive. I'm going to confront the world. I'm going to confront somebody, and confronting reality, which is, yes, we can all get along. It may be a radical idea, but it's something worth thinking about. So keep on rocking. Peace.